Dyan Damron has been planning a nice treat for Mom for a few weeks, and she's here today to share a couple of recipes with us. We're going to make two of them, salmon salad sandwiches and a peach parfait.
Yes.
And so both of these are things that are good for Mom, as, not only just to serve her something, but something that's good and healthy for Mama too.
Delicious and nutritious.
Good.
Yes.
All right, so let's start with this.
Yes, we've got salmon salad tea sandwiches, and what you're going to start with, one of my favorite ingredients, of course, Greek yogurt. We're going to start with the dressing, so you're going to add dill, lemon juice, and some salt and pepper.
Okay.
And that's just fresh dill, and that goes really well with salmon.
All right, and with the Greek dressing here, it's a good healthy dill, no sour cream, no mayo.
That's right. It's the substitute I always use. It's got a little tang, but it's got some extra protein, low in sugar, so it's really good for you.
Okay.
And to this, instead of adding pickles or anything like that, we're going to get some sweetness from some shredded carrots and some crunch from the celery.
Okay. All right. Cool.
And then to that, you're going to add your salmon. And this is just what I've got is salmon from the pouch. And I call this is like a gateway seafood. The salmon is loaded with omega-3s, but when it comes in the pouch like this, it's not quite as fishy. But of course, you could use tuna, or you could either use rotisserie chicken as well. So if you want to add
go
your
ahead and
salmon,
dump this. So how much did you say that we're using in this?
It's about 12 to 16 ounces.
Okay.
It'll make a good 4 to 6 sandwiches. And then what we're going to do is, and I've given this tip before, but to make the tea sandwich, and this is, of course, you could make these sandwiches whole bread and have them for lunch any day of the week, so it's perfect for that.
Okay.
But what we're going to do is I cut off the crusts for the bread so that we can have, the crustless bread for the tea sandwiches. But my tip that I've shared before is you want to save your crusts so that you can freeze them and you'll have breadcrumbs all year round for whatever you want to use.
Okay, super. And there was another tip too that you said for whole wheat bread.
Yes.
Look, what's the first item we should look for?
Made with is not what you're looking for. You want to make sure that when you flip over the bag for your bread that it says whole is the first ingredient.
Okay,
so that's what you want to use.
Okay, cool.
So, and then you can cut them up, and I've got some, you can garnish it with a little bit of cucumber, some red onion or avocado, whatever, to make them little tea sandwiches for Mom, and then cut them up into little triangles or fingers.
All right, fantastic. So that's a nice idea for Mom, especially for brunch, and then maybe we've got a nice little dessert here for Mom as well.
Right. And this is great because, again, my favorite ingredient, Greek yogurt, and it's loaded with protein and vitamin C, and so what I've added here, just some plain Greek yogurt, and I've added some local honey and a little bit of vanilla. Okay. And so we're going to make parfaits, and of course I've got a little fancy wine glass, but you could, this makes a great breakfast or dessert, and you could put it in a bowl anytime you want.
So if Dad's helping out, maybe we use this. If it's just the kids, then maybe we get something that's not as elegant, but the process is the same.
Yes.
Treat Mama to brunch in bed.
You just want it to be glass clear so that you can see all the layers.
Okay.
That's the idea of a parfait. So I've got some fresh raspberries, and you're just going to put the raspberries in the bottom. And of course, I'm using fresh fruit. Fresh is best, but you could certainly use frozen any time of the year.
And again, we've got raspberries here, but with fresh fruit right now, you could vary this up.
Sure, absolutely. This is peach melba because it's the peaches and the raspberries, but you could use strawberries and blueberries and just use those layers, or mango if they're into that, whatever they like. So then we're going to add a little, and you're going to try to be careful not to make a mess, and then we're going to layer it, just keep layering it with peaches. So you've got the pink and the orange, and then another layer of yogurt.
All right.
And then what I've got too is we're going to top it off to add a little crunch. You could certainly use pretty much whatever you want, but on the top, I add some toasted coconut and almonds. Okay. And that adds just a nice little crunch. Super. Right on top of that.
And that's what everything looks like when it is said and done. That looks good there. Maybe you change out at the peaches for some blueberries for the 4th of July or something like that.
There you go. Red, white, and blue.
We'll have these recipes online this afternoon. And for more healthy ideas, we will link you to CoachDconsulting.com. As always, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Now let's head over to Meryl.